Most people think financial freedom starts with a massive number, $1 million, 6 figures in the bank, some unrealistic finish line that feels decades away. One that quietly flips your entire financial life upside down, not because it makes you rich, but because it changes how you think, decide, and move. That number is $20,000. And no, this isn't motivational fluff or hustle culture nonsense. This is about psychology, math, and leverage. Let me explain. The invisible phase no one warns you about. When you're broke or barely scraping by, money controls your behavior. You don't choose jobs. You accept them. You don't plan long term. You survive short term. You don't optimize. You react. Every unexpected bill feels like a punch to the chest. Every decision carries anxiety. That's not a discipline problem. That's a scarcity problem. Your brain is wired to prioritize survival over growth. And until you escape that phase, wealth building is nearly impossible. Why $20,000 is the first real turning point. At around $20,000 saved or invested, something subtle but powerful happens. You stop panicking. Not because you're rich, but because you finally have margin. Margin means time to think, space to plan, freedom to say no, ability to take calculated risks. Instead of asking, how do I get through this month? You start asking, how do I make this money work harder? That mental shift alone is worth more than the money itself. This isn't about the money, it's about momentum. Saving your first $20,000 is brutally hard. You're doing all the work. Your money barely helps. Progress feels slow and thankless, but once you pass that point, momentum kicks in. Your savings start contributing. Your investments start compounding. Blum. Time starts working with you instead of against you. Each milestone after that gets easier, not because you're smarter, but because leverage has entered the game. The math finally starts to matter. Early on, investment returns feel pointless. A great year might earn you a few $100s. Nice, but not life-changing. At $20,000, a normal market return can generate thousands. Now returns aren't abstract percentages. They're real money. Money that pays bills, covers emergencies, buys time, creates options. And the strategy didn't change. Only the scale did. The habit is the real asset. Here's the part most people miss. If you managed to save $20,000, you didn't just save money. You became someone who tracks spending, delays gratification, thinks long-term, resists impulse decisions. That identity shift is permanent. Once you prove to yourself you can do this once, you'll never fully go back. Wealth grows fastest when behavior changes before income does. Why life gets easier even without spending the money. At this level, problems become inconveniences. Emergencies stop feeling catastrophic. Choices replace panic. You stop seeing only threats. You start seeing opportunities. Career moves, side projects, investments, negotiations. No, money doesn't magically appear, but options do. And options are powerful. Walking away money changes everything. With $20,000, work feels different. You're no longer trapped. You're no longer desperate. You negotiate differently. You speak up. You take smarter risks. You stop tolerating nonsense. Ironically, this confidence often leads to better roles, higher income, faster wealth growth. Not because you quit, but because you could. The biggest mistake people make right here. This is where many people ruin it. They hit $20,000 and immediately spend it. New car, lifestyle upgrade, bigger apartment. That money is not a reward, it's a foundation. Destroying it resets the game back to zero. Why big purchases matter more than small ones. Once you understand money, you stop obsessing over coffee and groceries. You focus on housing, transportation, income, investments, because those decisions shape decades, not days. A flashy car feels good today. A solid portfolio feels good forever. The quiet truth about wealth. The person who looks rich often isn't. The person building wealth usually looks boring. And that's the point. $20,000 doesn't make you wealthy. It makes wealth possible. It's the line between reacting to life and intentionally designing it. Start there. Your future self is already grateful you did.